What's good, everybody? It's Donovan Doc here at Succeed Forever Community. We are announcing our next camp. So, Peak Performance Camp for January 28th, Saturday, 10 a.m. We're hosting, but starring is going to be Redline Athletics. They're bringing their whole coaching staff. They decided that they want to just blow the community away with us. Just love on some students and help make the best peak performance camp that we've ever seen. You guys don't want to miss it. We're going to start off at Arroyo, Verde Park. We're going to do a hike. We're going to come down, and then we're going to break into teams and start doing strength, speed, agility, endurance, and teamwork. All right. So when we get done with all of that, we're going to go back down to Ventura Community College. We're going to have lunch together, and we're going to set some goals. I want to talk about this for just one quick second. You guys need to get registered, but I want you to understand why this is so important. 2 words, Roger Bannister. All right, who is that? Guy who broke the 4-minute mile first. What happens when somebody does something that changes a belief pattern? Nobody had ever done it. Nobody had ever broken a 4-minute mile. All of a sudden, 1,000 people, including teenagers, guys in high school, are running a 4-minute mile because of the possibility. We have to understand that it's possible. And once the expectation has been changed, once we realize that there's something deep inside of us, that the dream isn't just a dream, but that it's possible, right? And so what does that look like? That looks like expectation. We want to begin to change the expectations that we had for ourselves and raise the bar. Wake up in the morning, someone has an expectation of you. Everybody, right? Your teachers have an expectation of you. Your parents have an expectation of you. If you're married, your spouse, whether you like it or not, has an expectation of you, right? Your boss, if you have a job, has an expectation for you. If you own your own business, wait a minute, my customers have an expectation of me. Anytime I go to give a speech, the people who hired me have an expectation of me. They expect a certain result. I think the problem isn't going into life and trying to identify what that expectation is. The problem is that we haven't woke up in the morning and defined an expectation for ourselves. And that expectation becomes our bar. And so this is my question for you today. What is your expectation of yourself? And that's the way we begin to attack expectation. It's not just anymore something I want. The first thing I have to do is identify and define what I want. But then there comes another level. And this is what I call expectation. Now I need it. And so I'm not going to leave it alone. It's not just an itch I'm going to scratch and then be done with, right? As we get ready to peak perform at the biggest stages, you guys have to understand what preparation looks like. And so a lot of what we're going to be doing in our peak performance camp is showing our young people what their preparation looks like. They're going to understand what their practice needs to look like. They're going to understand what their work needs to look like in order to perform at the highest stages. It's one thing to identify what you want. It's another thing to be able to show up and play when the stage opens up. And the world is going to recognize that. The world recognizes greatness. They just don't understand that behind the scenes, the people who are great were practicing. The people who are the greatest got prepared for that moment. They'd been dreaming about it and waiting for it and had been putting in the work when other people worked, right? And so when opportunity came, they fell flat on their face. But when opportunity shows up for you or opportunity shows up for your kid, I want to make sure that they're ready to perform at the highest place.